Hello. Hi. Um, it's a nice day today. Hey. Huh. Hello. So, sorry, I'm just checking stuff. Isn't the music too loud? Like the game music, the game sounds. I forgot how you stream. It was like 2 weeks. So, quite a long time. Since my last stream, I think it is too loud. Huh. Definitely feels that way. Turn it down a bit. Okay. I hope everything's right. So, today the plan is, doing this since I still have weekly bonus and it resets tomorrow. I wasn't really playing since I was away. And, the other part of the plan is talking about how I was away because I was at DoKomi, which is like a convention, and it was pretty fun. Let me get a buff here. I think I'll just take this because those are good, I think. I like these buffs. So I actually came somewhat prepared today. I, added the stuff to OBS already, so I will just have to change it and not, do much, hopefully. And, just have Limbus in the background as I speak about it. That's the plan, at least. My team, I'm supposed to do boys now, I think. Yep. So, and by the way, after that, okay, so today I have a night shift. My first night shift, by the way, very interesting, right? So while I have to go, I have to be there at 10 or like 22, which, a lot of time, but also I will still need to prepare before going, so I don't know. I'll just do like normal length stream, don't, I think, who knows, we'll see. Let's choose Faust because she would never fail me. Of course she wouldn't, she loves me. And yeah, so, I will talk a bit, finish this mirror dungeon. And then I think it might still be too loud, like not the music, but when they actually talk. And then play. Now I made it louder. Now you can't really hear the music. Think this should be nice. I hope. So yeah, and after I finish the Limbus, after I finish talking, I'll probably play a bit of WuWa because there was a new update, and I have a problem with gacha games, which leads me to another thing. Tomorrow, there are two things happening, two like important to me things. There's new Reflection Railway, right? I sure hope I'm not mixing up the dates, but it should be tomorrow, which I'm quite excited about. But Zenless Zone Zero is coming out, and tomorrow I'm free. I have night shift today, so I end at 6 tomorrow. But then, I have free day, so I will come home, sleep, and be able to stream. And I have also free day on Friday, so I might do like a longer stream tomorrow. And play ZZZ. And then some other time finish the Reflection Railway. I'm really excited for Reflection Railway, but I think a game that's completely new probably has a bit of priority to me. So yeah. But yeah, I think I'll start talking about DoKomi. I'm not really like I should have maybe made the notes. I did prepare like the photos and shit, but I don't have notes or anything. So, let's probably start with the stuff that happened before. So I'm basically every year I'm going with my for the past 3 years I'm going there with my mom and one close family friend. And then, you know, for the first year I was with like fourth person was like another friend, but then he couldn't go the second year, so I got another friend. And then this year I was trying, you know, I asked both of them obviously if they don't want to go, but they just couldn't, or they didn't want to, or something, I don't know. So I was finding someone else. I found like a different friend who said he would be interested, but it didn't work out. And he last minute, like literally 2 days before we went, he told me that he can't, which kind of sucked because I wasn't able to find anyone else at that point. Since I'm turning myself a bit down since my voice is speaking. I hope this is good now. I turned it down just a bit. So he couldn't go, which sucked. Couldn't find anyone else. The tickets were already sold out, except like Friday. So that, yeah. And my mom and the family friend that I talked about aren't going to the convention. They're just, you know, going because of me, because, yeah. And, like, then enjoying Germany, I guess. Having, like, normal holiday without going to a convention. So, I was going to the convention alone, which, you know, kinda sucks, but it was fine. I actually think this year for me was the most fun one, honestly. I think I had the most fun. It was also much bigger than last year, or the year before. So, yeah. I had my Nedza cosplay. I didn't actually prepare photo of the cosplay alone, but you'll see it on other pictures when I get there. And can I let me turn down the voices and, like, I don't know, something like this. So, we, you know, went by car. My mom is driving. Did something interesting happen on the way there? Not really, I don't think so. It takes like, I think it's like 12 hours of pure driving. So, you know, it took like 14, 15 hours with breaks. I'm thinking if something interesting happened on the way there. I don't really think so. We had like one longer break when we went like for buy actual like stuff, and then several small breaks when we would just, you know, stop on a gas station or something, maybe buy something quick to eat, just stretch, use toilets, normal traveling stuff. That's pretty much it. There was like a storm at one point, like quite a big one, but it was just like quick. Nothing really bad happened, fortunately. Actually, you know what? I guess something bad did happen, but not to us, so it's fine. No, I just saw some, you know, ambulance going around us several times in that storm, so it's possible that someone crashed or something, which, you know, sucks. Yeah. But no, I really don't think anything like related to me at least happened. I didn't, you know, saw anyone crash it. Just assuming that's probably what might have happened there. Let me pick my boys' gifts. Let's try one more. Yep. And then we arrived. We weren't directly in Düsseldorf, that's one thing, because in Düsseldorf, if you don't know, there's like the football thingy that was happening, which one made like every hotel basically full very quickly, and two made every hotel be like 2 times as expensive. Crazy. So we were in like the city, next city next to Düsseldorf, and it was like 30 minutes ride by car, and we weren't actually in a hotel. We were at the camping site, but it was like really nice, honestly. It was small, but looked very good and was definitely much cheaper than a hotel, especially a hotel when there is a football championship happening. So that was definitely nice. There were a lot of football fans still at the campsite, but yeah, unfortunately there was an internet, but it was like pretty awful and didn't reach when we were where we were staying. You basically had to sit right at the reception if you wanted internet, so that kind of sucked, since I was, you know, doing my dailies there. What was that? Okay, you probably didn't even hear it. It just was like something crashing. Okay, but that's like the first day, I guess. The day when we were just traveling. Sure, let's start an encounter here. Then, you know, first day I came right as right at the start on Friday. And let me pull out my pictures now. So, I had a goal for the first day. Well, I had several goals for like the first day and the whole convention. So basically, I was at my Nedza cosplay. So, I wanted to find all the PM cosplayers that I could. You know, take a photo, gotta catch them all. So that was one thing that I definitely wanted to do. And the other thing was, well, buy stuff. I do this thing where I, you know, when I was at DoKomi for the first year, I didn't know like a single artist there. But, you know, I found out about some that that go there on the first year, obviously, when I was there. And went to their booth like the second year. And the second year I found even more. Plus, you know, some artists that I already knew just went there, which was cool. And I wanted, you know, to visit all the artists that I visited before, the ones that I know, and then, you know, pick up some stuff that I just liked. Yeah, makes sense, I think. So that was what I wanted to do. One of the artists that I know, or not know, but know that their work is Melon Bread. So let me. Whoa, I got a picture. I shared this picture on Twitter already. Let me probably make it bigger, because who cares about the gameplay when you can look at cool artwork. So I went to Melon Bread's booth first, mostly because they had the Hutao Ghost plushie, and it was apparently quite limited. So I went there the first thing when the halls opened, bought it. I also bought the poster, or like print, the 3D thingy on the left, and well, on left top as well. Anyways, I kind of explained this on my Twitter, but still, you know, worth mentioning. I bought this, and there was actually much more stuff that I wanted to buy. I had like stuff that I wanted to buy even before I came there, because they shared what they will be bringing there on Twitter or X, the everything app. But I ended up buying just this because I found out that it costs money, which I guess I just didn't realize before. And yeah, I just spent quite a substantial amount in that one booth. So I decided that maybe I should save the money and go buy stuff to a different booth as well. Since, you know, just mostly, like, the print was like normal print amount, I guess. Average print price or something. But the 3D print and plushie were quite expensive. So, you know, I bought this and went my way. You know, then there's Savi, but I get to that later. And right after I left the booth, I don't think I actually even left at that point, there was a Cromer cosplayer. A Cromer cosplayer. So, very cool. I found one right away. Insane. Or more like they found me. I was still purchasing the Melon Bread stuff when they approached me. You know, we had like a small chat. Then they did this. They asked if they can grip me, which I obviously agreed. I feel like I look super dumb on the photo because I didn't know how to pose for a gripping. So I, you know, let them do the work. I was just kind of standing there feeling awkward. But it was fun. They were nice. Then they apparently also had like the rabbit cosplay for the next day, but I unfortunately just didn't see them the next day, which sucks. But yeah, they were cool, you know, had this cool nail and stuff. And not too long after that, I actually found another, or again, they kind of found me. Is this the... Okay, we were talking about Cromer, and here she is. There was Roland cosplayer. Very cool. They were also nice, you know, we had a small talk, got a photo. They had like the gloves and mask and the suit, and it was nice. And I already saw 2 PM cosplayers. This was like, I was there for maybe 2 hours at this point. So yeah, I was quite, you know, excited. Was insane. You can, by the way, see my cosplay as well. Kinda, I looked pretty shit when I look at the photos. I think it looked good in person. Maybe not, maybe it didn't. But I guess I just can't pose or anything. It's quite a budget cosplay, honestly. It's just, you know, green coat. The most effort there is the wig. And yeah, took a photo. It was nice, cool, everything. Then, literally, not even... We basically did... We said bye, and then we both noticed... A second. We notice a second. A W Corp. 3 W Corp people. I can't move the picture to actually make it. It's just jumping to the edges. So, you know, a whole W Corp, and well, I mean whole, there were 3 people. It wasn't every single person from W Corp. Still, this is like 2 hours in. I found 5 Project Moon cosplayers. What the fuck? I found 1 last year. 1. There were apparently 2, but I found 1 last year, and now I have 5 in the first 2 hours. So, that was cool, definitely. And yeah, like again, took a picture. I feel like the encounter, this one was kinda awkward, but that was just me being cringe because the Roland was talking with them while I was basically just standing in the background, and then I wanted the photo with them as well, but then we took like a group photo, and you know, that's what happened. But you know, very, very nice. I was just cringe. You know, I'm not most social person, as you might know, but I guess I act differently when I'm at con, because you know, it's easier to talk to someone there, since you, especially if they have like PM cosplay, you know, they have at least one thing that you have in common. So it's kinda easier to talk there, I think, for me at least. But I'm still cringe. If it's easier to talk to them, it doesn't mean it stops me being cringe. I will never stop being cringe. Okay. I kinda don't remember the timeline after this, so... Oh wait, I just remembered a funny thing, kinda funny, from the melon bread booth. When I was there, I wanted to pay with my card, and I have 2 different cards. I basically have my, like, main one, and then I have one that I use when I pay, like, in euros, basically, or in different currencies, because it just has better exchange rates. And, you know, it was a DoKomi, I was playing with euros. It's in Germany, if you didn't know. I don't think I actually mentioned it. I mentioned Düsseldorf, but that's in German, by the way. Fun fact. So, I, you know, whipped out this card that I don't normally use in person because I don't really travel often. I normally just use it on Steam or stuff. Wanted to pay, and then it wanted PIN. I'm pretty sure I never a single time used PIN on that card. So, like, Melon Bread asked me for the PIN, obviously, because I want to pay for the stuff I bought, and I'm like, fuck, I don't know it. But it was, you know, it's fine. I ended up paying with cash, and then, you know, sat it down for a bit and found the pin, what it is, and then it was fine for the most part. For the rest of the con, mostly. Okay, then again, how I said, I don't really remember the order in which I did stuff anymore. But I think, like, sometime after that, I went to and now I will mispronounce it. GMU booth. I have some of their stuff there behind me on the wall. At that point, I only bought the Stella, got it signed, looked at the other prints, and I was like, yeah, I think I'll come back later. This time, I did remember my PIN, but I was still somehow failing to pay. I don't know what was the problem, because at Mount Bread's booth, I didn't remember the PIN, but otherwise it was fine. Here, it just, I don't know, didn't work. Well, it did work, but definitely not on my first try. And I felt quite bad, but it was fine. It was fine. And I bought a Stella, just Stella at that point. Because I have a problem with HSR. And, well, gacha addiction in general. Sorry, I'm just concentrating on clicking stuff in the game. And from there, I think I went, I don't remember the order of these two, but I went to... Here it is. Jelly Bonds booth. Those are like the one on top and the 3 RN on left. You know, got the 3 RN in the big format, got it signed, and then the other 3. You can still see my gacha addictions reflecting on these ones. But now it's only half of the prints on this picture are from gacha. So, yeah. Jelly Pons, you know, fellow Czech person. So we spoke in Czech for just a little bit. Obviously, you know, wasn't like, I didn't want to block their booth, so I didn't start chatting with them. We just, it was just a small talk as I was buying the stuff, got it signed, very cool. Where did I go from there? Well, okay, I guess I'll stop trying to make it a timeline. I'll just talk about stuff I remember. One thing was that I already showed you a few of the, like, other PM cosplayers, but I also got recognized, like, multiple times. Which is cool, you know. Some people wanted to take a picture with me, some just chatted a bit. And yeah. Okay, so there's this saga that's like a long one that I will talk about. A long saga of what I did at DoKomi. And, well, let me start with showing this picture. You don't see it. So, you know, I stole this from like a video that was on Twitter. I'm sorry, I don't remember who posted the video. Oops. But you can see me in a long line. So basically, on the first, there was Kekihime on the con. I like her. She had a booth. She was selling like prints and t-shirts and Polaroids and yeah. So basically, I went around her booth like from the start of the con on Friday. I don't know when exactly, but it was still like quite early. So, and I saw a long ass line. I was thinking, that's a lot of people, but I guess the con just started. So later on, it will definitely get better, right? It will definitely, like, people will already, like, buy the stuff they want, and then they will, like, not stay in the line. They will, like, go somewhere, and the line will be shorter, and I will be able to buy it quickly without waiting in such a long line, right? That's definitely how it will go. So I decided to not stay in the line, go do something else, return later, try to buy it. I returned later that day. It was still super long. I was like, okay, I'll come tomorrow. That will be better, right? It wasn't. The next day, I come. I come. That's it. That's the end of the story. It was still quite a long line. So but I'm like, okay, I guess it won't get better. It won't get much better. It was still better than, like, the first time that I saw the booth. Not by much, but it was still better, I think. So I decided to just, stay there. And basically how it went, for me, the, like, thing I wanted the most was the Polaroid. And for the Polaroid, you had to go, stay the line to buy, basically, well, the Polaroid, but you get this, I still have it here, yellow armband thingy. And then if you have the armband, then at the time she's there taking the Polaroids, you can go and take the Polaroid. Makes sense, right? I didn't know how it worked when I was there. My bad. So I was kind of just standing there for, like, already an hour when she came to and start taking the Polaroids. At that point, I already knew that I actually can't take the Polaroid since I don't have the armband yet. So I just, stood up the line. I wanted to buy the t-shirts, already sold out. I should have gone there the first day, right at the start. But I just, man, I wasn't planning, I guess. I didn't realize they can run out of stock. I thought they have infinite amount of the t-shirts. So I bought, like, the armband thingy. I bought one print, and I bought one Tombola entry because I'm a gacha gamer. As you could have just, well, okay, you couldn't have seen that because I'm actually blocking most of the screen with the picture. Who cares? Okay, we're getting to the 4th floor. Then, I finished staying in the line there. It took, I think, like 2 hours, maybe less than 2 hours, a bit, at this point. And then, like, I went to do something else, I think. But then I returned later because she was there, taking the Polaroids 2 times a day. Oh, and actually, she, Kakime, had a performance that evening. So, went there, watched it, had my glow sticks. Do I have my glow sticks? Oh, they're in the next room, I guess. Well, you have to believe me, I had glow sticks. I have this problem. That sounds wrong saying it like that. This problem is that for every, like, performance I came kinda late, even though I came, like, quite some time in advance. It ended up being late, so I had, like, the worst possible place to, like, stay in. Was, like, far in the back or something. But, a lot of the people who were cheering with the glow sticks were just in front middle, while I was there in the back. Around me, like, maybe 2 other people who were actually, cheering with the glow stick thingies. but you know, didn't stop me. So then, after it ended, she went back to her booth. She was taking the Polaroids. Now I had the armband. I wanted to go there. And that's where this photo is from. It was long ass line. Much longer than the one I was in before. And much longer than the one on the first day. But I was like, okay, I mean, I don't really have anything else planned for this day, so I'll just stay in this line, you know? Take the photo, it will be cool. I stood in the line. It was a long ass line. I was lucky. I had luck. So basically, just when I, you know, arrived to the line, there was this guy that stood behind me. And just when he arrived, he said something, I assume in Deutsch, German, whatever it's called. And I was like, huh? What the fuck did you say to me? I have no idea what he said to me because I don't speak that language. Obviously didn't say, what the fuck did you say to me? I just asked him to speak English. So, well, they did. And it was nice, you know, we just started chatting, which was cool. Because I was staying there for a long time. And then, you know, like another person joined our conversation and then another person. And it was actually quite nice because I was staying there for like 2 hours, another 2 hours now. So it was nice, you know, to have someone to chat with. As I said, I didn't have a friend this year that could have gone with me. We were talking about like the stuff at the con, some like other things like, you know, games. We were talking about fucking other shit. That reminds me actually, when I was staying in the Keikihime line for the first time, I actually found like another Project Moon fan. So we talked just briefly about that. Because, you know, they noticed my Netza cosplay. But anyways, I was in this line for another 2 hours, and then guess what? The convention closes. And I'm still like 30 people still in front of me. 40 people maybe. So, yeah. They did this like thing to make it, I guess, you know, better for the next day. That they just basically took the photo. We're back? We're back? I think we are back. Good. Okay. Basically, what they did is take your picture, and in the order they took the picture, you were supposed to next day come like 30 minutes early, and then they would like order the line in the order you were staying in the day before. You know, so the next day I came and at that point I was 27th place or something. Which was nice that also like the people I was talking with were again at the same spots too. So we are assumed like speaking. So that was nice. Come on, seriously? What the fuck? I'm commenting about the gameplay right now. Jin, is his name Jin? I think it was something like that. It's kind of destroying me. Okay, I will never know his name. Oops. But yeah, it took like another like 30. What? 30? No, like another 2 hours, like most, I think 2 or 3 hours, another on the next day, which was already Sunday. There were also people who like took multiple of the Polaroids, which, you know, I respected, but it's insane. I mean, for me, the combined time was already like, I think 6-7 hours. So, and I know those were probably the smart people that came early or something, but it's still a lot of time, I feel like. I need a lot of healing ego now. Okay, what then? Oh, yeah, well, I have the photo of the Polaroid. You know, it was my time in the line. I went there, or got sent there, or something. Took the Polaroid, got it signed. We had like very brief chat. Obviously, there's a line, you can't really talk too much. But Keki is nice. I was super cringe. I had like whole speech prepared, not really, but I had some stuff that I wanted to tell her. And then it was when I came there, I was like, hello. I think you're pretty cool. So I was nervous. Sorry. I'm cringe. But yeah, got this. She kind of messed up my name, but you can see she wrote D instead of D in Mastiza. But you know, it's saved. I was actually for not too long, but I was thinking when I saw her write it, I was spelling it, so obviously, because if you say Mastiza, no one knows how to spell it. But T and D sounds kind of similar, so yeah. And for like a split second in my mind, I was like, shit, should I tell her? Should I tell her it's actually T and not D? Won't she feel bad? I will make her feel bad if I tell her, but I did tell her, and I hope I didn't make her feel bad because of it. But yeah, I got the Polaroid. For the rest of the day, I don't think I really did anything after that. I did, right. Doki Bird had like thingy in that time. So basically, I got the Polaroid right on time, and went to the Doki Bird thing. She like sang 2 songs and then had a Q&A. So that was fun. Still had my glow sticks. Okay, actually, one funny thing that I want to mention from that. Give me a second. Let me show you how I'm playing the game. Can I use some nice gifts? Some nice boys gifts. What does this do? I have only 3 blade lineage guys, if I remember correctly. I don't think I really need to go resources anyway. So let's like spend these. Yeah. So, how I said, DoKomi sang like 2 songs, and then it was Q&A thingy. And basically, in like the last question was, give me a second so I can find a somewhat related picture. was savvy. She asked Doki to marry her. Obviously. I'm, using this picture because those on the right, those are my prints from Savvy. The left one on top, well, on the middle, but top of the Savvy ones is signed. And when Doki recognized her, I cheered because I thought it was hilarious, and I still think it was a hilarious thing to do. I will stand by that. I was the only one who cheered. I think, I mean, the people did make noise for sure, but yeah. It was fun. And then I was leaving, I'm pretty sure. Like, that was already the end of Sunday, so I just... I kind of just stood around for a bit looking at people, in cosplays and stuff. And then left. Actually, when I left, after I left, when I was already outside, I got recognized, like, as a Nedzak, not as Mastiza. Unfortunately, my streaming career is not very very popular, or what's the word? But yeah, the cosplay got recognized, so I had like another small chat outside of the thingy with like someone who likes PM. Project Moon. I'm, picking time, killing time for the extra stuff, even though I don't think I should need it anymore. Let's get Sunken Gloom. I'm thinking... I still have more pictures that I want to show, but I'm trying to think if there's something specific that I want to mention. Oh yeah, on the last day, I kind of went there later because I already was like mostly done with stuff I really wanted to do. Obviously still wanted to get the Polaroid that was before that, but I had to be there for a specific time. So I kind of came later. So for lunch, I don't have a picture, I had currywurst. So yeah, that was nice. I guess there's not really a story, except the fact that I had it. But it was good. I learned a phrase, very important phrase. So I will mispronounce it. Brechen Sie Besteck. What do you think about that? It means, do you need cutlery? Or something like that. But yeah, the currywurst was good. I mean, in general, like, German and Czech, like, food is quite similar. I've never had currywurst before, but it also, like, isn't a combination that, like, surprised me. When I saw people reacting to it, I guess some of them looked surprised, but it doesn't seem that, like, unique. So sorry, German people. But while I've never had it before in Czech Republic, it definitely seems like something that we would make, basically. It doesn't make sense, maybe it doesn't make sense. It's just the fact that I guess the food in general is similar, so even if it's like something else, it just has a similar feel to it. Yeah. How I said, it was just good. The whole time, not whole time, but on the evenings, basically every day, we played the bestest memories card game with my mom and the family friend I talked about. Which, if you know, if you don't know, is what I wanted to say, but I kind of realized how dumb that sounds. That's like the To the Moon / Finding Paradise / Imposter Factory card game, quite recent. I bought it from Kickstarter when it got there, or like supported on Kickstarter or whatever you call it. So we played that a lot. It's a fun game. I won like 90% of the time because I'm just that good. I just felt like mentioning that, I guess. Let me hydrate. I'm talking a lot on this stream, I feel like. Okay. Let's return to something I already kind of started. You know how I mentioned... I will find the picture. I already mentioned when I bought the Stella print, this one. So yeah, I did buy it. I mean, yeah. And then, I saw the other HSR ones, and I was like, yeah, I like HSR. I might return for it later. I did. So I think that was on the second day. I bought the Stella on the first day. I got it back and was like, yeah, I want those free. And you know how I mentioned that I kind of struggled with paying for the first time? After that, I, bought several more things, and I thought, yeah, I won't struggle to pay anymore. I know how to use my card now, right? I got here. I asked for those free prints. I wanted to pay, what's the word? Like, used my card. Not used, but like, well, used my card. It said something about like error, probably in German or something. I was like, shit, it's happening again. So I tried again. I'm like blocking the whole fucking booth. No one else can pay. It doesn't take that long, but it felt long. It felt like fucking eternity until I fixed it. And by fixing it, I mean I paid in cash because I didn't fix it. And then I found out that the card was blocked because of suspicious activity. I mind you that I started basically the conversation or something with, oh, I know how to use my card now. And no, it got blocked. So that was fun. I found that after I paid with cash. So I embarrassed myself at the GMU. I'm sorry for mispronouncing that, most likely. I can't say words. I at GMU's booth 2 times. So that was fun for sure. What else really happened? Well, I can show you some of the other cosplayers that I don't really have at the timeline. So, okay. I have 2 more. So I have this Faust, Love Faust. I found out, if you scroll a lot on my Twitter, you see a picture from last DoKomi with Jan Vesmok. This is the same person. That's cool. That's super cool. So, took a picture again, had like a small chat. We kind of talked about like that I saw them last year, and some like that it's nice to see much more like PM cosplayers this year. Oh, I actually remembered. I actually saw more PM cosplayer last year, but that's part of the story. But there's not much really to say. We kind of took a picture. It's cool that it's the Jan Vesmok from last year, the one that made me stand in a storm for like 5 minutes last year, because they were giving out prescripts. I'm already at the 5th floor, and I'm not done with talking. I mean, I guess I'm mostly done. I don't think I'm refreshing anymore. I don't have that much money. Let me feel some gifts. Boys gifts, preferably. So I don't really need bleed. I don't really have free cost ones. Not much, at least. Okay, I mean, I don't need these anymore. They are mostly useless at this point. Okay. I should have sold some stuff. I fucked up. Which is better? Probably this? Nah, probably not. Okay, basically, now I'm not talking about DoKomi, talking about like mirror dungeon strategy. What I normally do, but I didn't realize because I was talking too much or something, is that I sell like at the end, because you get shop and the rest back to back right before the final boss. Right? So I will normally sell all the like tier 1s that I don't want, and all the tier 2 plus I keep and then fuse them. But now I forgot to sell some of the stuff, so I don't have enough cost to actually upgrade shit, which, sucks. Okay, then I need to speed up because this is final boss now. I found Dante and Vergilius. So Dante, this is kind of what I mentioned. Oh. Dante was the same Dante I met last year, so that's very cool. I kind of didn't recognize them because it's hard to recognize a Dante cosplayer since you don't really see like their stuff. You just see that they are Dante cosplayer, and I just didn't realize it was the same one as last year, but they recognized me, so that was cool. And then was the like Ego Vergilius, which was cool as well. That's a new one. We took a picture, I guess. And again had like a small talk. As always, we always mentioned like the other PM cosplayers that we found and like just stuff about Project Moon, I guess. And basically right at the same spot, I also met these two guys. And I fucked up. I was so bad during the conversation. So basically, the guy on the right started talking to me. And like probably because of the like loudness or like stuff around, I didn't really understand what he said. So I like asked what, Like, I don't understand at all, in the slightest, honestly. I finished. Shit. Okay, well, I guess I'll keep talking while being in the menu for just a little bit. I'm mostly done, I feel like, with everything I wanted to say. For the most part. I don't understand him at all. So, I asked him to repeat it. I still don't understand him. Again, probably because it was, like, really loud. So, I was like, oh, he must be speaking in German. Or Deutsch. I never know what to use. It's like... Give me a second. Huh. Well, translator just says German, so I guess that's probably correct. So I just assumed he was speaking in German. I was like, oh, right, that must be it. So I asked him, in English, please, and he like looked at me and was like, but I am speaking in English. And I felt so bad. I felt so bad. He like, not his first language. He actually, I think he said he was from, well, maybe I shouldn't be saying that. I guess saying a country isn't really doxing, but I guess he's just not from German or any English-speaking country. Well, I already, no, whatever. So I was like, shit, I fucked up. I'm so sorry. I felt really bad. But that's not it. I kinda just, I played LobCorp. You know that. I finished that on stream. On the, 100% ending. But I was never good at recognizing ego suits, right? I can recognize, like, some of the, like, very... what's the word? Like, very famous ones. Like, I can recognize the ones that are, like, really similar to the abnormality, for example. Like mimicry, the sword that Gevura has. And, well, the suit associated with that. Like Judgment, not Judgment, but, I mean, Apocalypse Bird. But these guys have... I think it's pretty obvious when, you actually look at the pictures. They have ego suits on. And weapons. And I just didn't recognize it. And they had to basically point it out. And I just didn't recognize it. I was so cringe in this one interaction. Like, incredibly. I felt so bad. But yeah, they were nice. We again had like a small chat, took a photo. You can see that it's the same wall as with the Dante and Vergilius, because it was literally the same place. And what else? What else? Oh, and I actually met them at the second day as well. Right when I was leaving, I kinda, just, saw them. So we, like, again started talking a little bit. Mentioned, like, again, all, like, VM cosplayers that we met. And some, like, other stuff. Like, about the convention, about Project Moon Games. It was cool. Okay, another thing, I guess there's not really a story, it's just like, one of my highlights, definitely from the convention, was Myth and Royd concert. So that was, like, insane, was great. Was on the first day in the evening. I got, like, semi-good spot there, not again in the front middle as all the cool kids with the light sticks. I was like in the like middle right, something like that. But you know, yeah. Actually got few people ask me when I got my light sticks, pen lights. So you know, I just told them that I just bought them at Amazon. That I don't know if they can buy it at a convention. There most likely were a booth where you could buy pen lights, but I just didn't know about it. But yeah, such a good performance. I love Myth Android. They performed some of the stuff from the new album, which apparently that was the first time they performed stuff from the new album. Like live, I mean. So, yeah. Then I have one more, like just a small story. Is when I met another like PM fan. It was like another cosplayer, but wasn't cosplaying a PM character. I actually have no idea what they were cosplaying. Nothing I knew, I'm pretty sure. It looked like great, but I don't know what it was. And in this conversation, I was also like super cringe. But I also feel like that person was like super excited to see me, I guess. She said that she was cosplaying Nedzak last year as well, which is super cool. Unfortunately, I didn't see them there last year. But she was just acting like super excited, and it made me feel kind of overwhelmed, I guess. And then she started asking some questions like kind of fast, and I was confused. And I felt like as bad as I felt with those two guys with the ego suits, because I feel like that was incredibly cringe interaction on my part. Yeah. So that happened. I'm pretty sure that's like everything I kind of wanted to mention today. You can look at all the prints and like stuff I bought. I didn't buy like a figure this time, because I guess there wasn't really anything I was that interested in. Was I playing on the hard difficulty? I probably was. I can buy this shit. I'm getting closer. And I not yet, eh? Close. I'm not farming too much, honestly. Like you can see by this amount that I just wasn't farming too much. Like I started another fucking gacha game, and I'm starting another tomorrow, and also I have a job now. So yeah, it's a lot of time. I should stop with the gacha games. No, I'm enjoying them too much to stuff. I'm a fucking degenerate. Okay, but yeah, as I said, I think that's like mostly everything I wanted to mention today. I might remember some small tidbits later, but what I'll do now is, BRB. I will go make myself a coffee, since, as I said, I have a night shift and I have to be awake until 6 a.m. That wasn't clear. I'll go away, make the coffee, and I'll be right back and play some Wuthering Waves. So, well, BRB. Yo, I'm back. Just for a moment though, since I will have to leave again in just a tiny bit. But, you know, just for a minute or two. But let me at least start the game now. Game capture? Will it work? Oh yeah, no Limbus anymore. And WuWa, is WuWa... Oh, WuWa is already set there, so it should work, hopefully. It doesn't work. I don't know if it's not loaded or if it's just wrong. Let me try to... Why is... I don't see WuWa. Oh, I think it might be doing that shit where I can't actually show it normally. Oh no, that would mean I have to reset the whole stream. It's annoying. If I do this, will it show? It shows Limbus normally. Withering waves. Shit. Okay, guys. There's an issue. I see if I can do it without resetting the whole stream, but I don't think I can. Basically, this is something that just some games do. I mean, and apparently WuWa is one of them. I wasn't sure if it is. Basically, you need to run OBS at the administrator. It might crash, just warning, it might crash now. Okay, I did manage to start another instance of OBS, but I guess I will still have to... Would it just start streaming for the second time? How would that work? Am I streaming 2 times now? What? It's not really showing anything though. Okay, guys, I will end the stream. I will start a new one. I guess I'll, you know, at least finish whatever I wanted. I'll be back in 10 minutes. Okay? Probably less, actually. That will be less. But I need to set up the stuff again. I'm sorry, I didn't realize that I have to do this. At least I hope that's what the problem is, because otherwise I don't know. Okay, see you in a minute. Bye.